Continue to make memories, good memories, mga handumanan. Handumanan pa sa awit, handumanan pa sa sayaw, o handumanan pa sa mga teleserye.
So much things a person can say about Lolo. He was a great man, a very understanding man who you can run to if makasaban mo na Lola. He was always there to take care of us. Even now, I can't understand the measure of life, but I can tell you this. I know that when he died, his eyes were closed and his heart was open. And I'm pretty sure he is happy to accept eternal rest when his heart was at peace.
Lolo was very patient. He used to pick us up every day sa school when we were in grade school sa STC. And he used to pick us up na dugay kayo ni kids as we are, dugay kayo ni mahuman o duwa. Pero si Lolo o si Lola, wala lang yun sila. Very patient yun si Lolo.
Dear Lolo Mimo, there has been a lot of moments that has passed that you have been there quietly right by Lola's side. I can remember the time when we needed a place to stay, and you have provided us with comfortable shelter to live in, right by your side at the Merit store. When we needed food to eat, we were there. You were there to feed our whole family, even with a simple can of sardines. When we needed a ride to school, you were there to drop us off and pick us up, even when Lola left us at school when we were playing hide and seek without her knowing. You were there to come back and pick us up. You have always been the quiet one that can only be seen in the background of the picture. But the picture without a background is lifeless. Without your hard work and warm heart, your son, Daddy Joseph, wouldn't be as great, as strong, and as resilient as he is right now. Your hard work, Lolo, reflected on how hard Daddy worked his best for us, his family. Not selfish to just think about himself, always putting others in front of him. His sacrifices to live his own comfort zone and leave his brothers and sisters to work alone in Australia, to give us an education, food, shelter, and even our selfish wants. I am so grateful of all the sacrifices my dad has made for us. Lolo, you are a great part of my life. Back when I was in high school, you have taught me that being patient in life will take you a long way. That there is no need to hurry, to just do what you are capable of doing. Then great things will come to you someday. Maybe not now, not tomorrow, but someday it will come. And when that day comes, treasure it, hold on to it, and never take it for granted. I thank you for all the sacrifices and hard work to create a wonderful, strong family bond between all of us here in the Mayol family. We love you, Lolo, and we will always be in your heart.
Lolo was the silent type. Mama is like Lola. Kanang mangaon mi dito, kami kati, ngaon mi silang, proud kay ko na ako mama oy. Mangaon mi sila dito pat. Naana magtapok ang mga parents dire. Maana din na, katawa des mama. And away na may gati. That's my mom. Diba? That's my mom. Very happy. Again, marag half, marag 3/4 lola, 1/4 lolo. And most important lesson from which I gained from lolo. This year, I lost 2 people in my life. That's important. My friend who battled cancer, and then lolo, which is ironically cancer son. And I learned something from them na i-take for granted na ko before pa. They died when fighting. As in, research pa, ako friend, research pa on sa mga cure, mga medicine, lolo. We had, si lolo, we had false alarm. Every time manawag, padong hospital, nagkanta ng tao dito, but mag-iso na ginawa sa lolo, balik hapon, and ma-discharge na sa balik. And yeah, I learned that from him. To love life and to cherish it. And again, thank you, Ma, love you, and Papa. And
Lola and Lolo would pick us up, and due to budgeted money nilang Lola and Lola, magbitbit na si Lolo, ilang ikabok ako, Maris, Mabel, TJ, Ayan, Wardell, Javi, kami din ng 7, masud sa Volkswagen ni Lolo, violet ang color. Kaya kang Papa Judy puti man to. So, kani sila, masulod yun ni Ana. And then, Lola and Lolo, we would pray na may tag Wednesday. Because kung Wednesday, manimba na sila, after manimba si Redemptorist, mohapit sa Luz Inasal, magpalit o barbecue. Unya, si Lula, kay tihik man yung kaayo ni, so usa ka barbecue na dyan na yung ihatag, pwedeng gamayain ana, pero ang puso kay kumo kadako. Kani si Ayan, dali-dalion din na niya kaon, ang puso una, kinatapusan ang barbecue, so suya na kay mi, kay hurot na among barbecue, daghan pa kay among puso. Among lola, magkita man kay na, hatagan si Ayan, ikaduhang puso nga dako. So that's the experience and the memories I keep on telling my cousins unsay nahitabo ni Lolo. Supportive rin siya na ako nga brother.
Katong grade 1 pa ko, kanis ka, si Ayan kay kinder pa o si kinder 1, kinder 2 pa ni si Ayan, kinder 1 si Aking, kato kong manghod. Nato kay isa, nagikuha ming lolog lola niya. Karon nagsabot ming tulo na hindi kabot ni lolog lola, wabi ka ba, o sinususong unahuna nga manako mi. So, pag-abot ni lolog lola, nanako mi. Niya, ito, tagpaw pangitas lulog lola. Tibong ko na taon-taon, ngit-ngit naman kayo. Ano man si lulog lola? Kaya gibiyaan na dahil mi ay. Pero cool kaya pong kay mi, kay nagsabot ng Ayan na yan, able pa yung classroom, kay bisag ato ta mga tog karong gabi. Nagdahom gyapon mi na adto mi mga tog. So, actually pagka nidako na ko ni sud na po medicine. Sudo medicine. Nagya po experience si lolo lola, no? Nakaabot pa na si lola na ko na nag-med ko. Ako usually magtuon ko kadlawon jud ko magtuon mo gyud ako ang habit gyud pa. Nya kabantay ko na kanang ako ra gyud magtikaw-tikaw kadlawon dako, no? Kay ganahan ko gabi kadlawon kay presko kay una, mingaw kayo. Yan nahibong lang ko na kaning isa ka gabi na isa ka kadlawon na nagtuon ko. Di bakting lang kalit ang telepono. Sus kay si lulog lola din na nanghagad og siopaw na pag snacks ko no kadlawon himos mo to kay bo nakabantay ko na tungod di ay na akong kwarto at bang ra sa ilahang kwarto di ay mo na makabaw na sila na matap ako. So inana na sila kaon sana hantod na naabot na naniguwang na ni si lolo no ni gawas na yang sakit no kanang igo-igo ko na human og medicine niya. Masalamat kay ko na at least gatagan ko sa Ginoo og gamay oras na makaservisyo gamay ni lolo no kay at least mo na igot na human kong medicine niya si lolo ko mo say paggawas sa iyang mga sakit no so until na niyong sana si lolo. Alright.
He keeps things light even though the load is getting heavier. I think Lolo's posture and bagtak has been handed down to his children, and Papa Judy is so lucky to be one of them. Kung magtindog, sapyot of always hits forward, and bow ang mga bitiis. Kidding aside, Papa Judy's strength came from Lola, tabian and maayo sa kusina. Sorry Lolo ha, kaya dito man yung naliwat si Papa ni Lola. Lesson from Lolo, I guess, is learning how to take life on a lighter note. Words are not enough to thank you Lola Mimong for all the sacrifices that you have done just to make your children what they are now. We, the grandchildren, being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Thank you and we'll miss you, Lolo.
Many of you are here today to honor a friend, a neighbor, or maybe a distant relative. But to us, his 28 grandchildren and 23 great-grandchildren, Guillermo was known simply as Lolo Memong, Lolo Merits, or just plain Lolo. It is an honor to be here before you, an honor to have this opportunity to give my family words of peace and encouragement. And it is a pleasure to share with you our stories of this extraordinary man. I know it is daunting to do justice to a life that spanned 93 years. Do I know enough about the whole of Lolo Memong's life? Probably not. I cannot tell you what he was like when he was a young boy. I know nothing about what he faced during World War II. And I cannot tell you his experience with that. I also cannot tell you what he was like as a young father, or as an employee, or as a store owner. But I, along with my cousins and my sister, have had the greatest luck to be his apo. And we can tell you what it was like to have Guillermo Mayol Sr. as a grandfather. For the grandchildren that are now adults, it is almost impossible to think of Lolo Memong without also thinking of Lola Rita. The strength of their bond, both as a loving couple and as strict yet supportive grandparents, was remarkable. Their bond as a couple has seeped through the years and reminds us that the younger generation of cousins like Charisse, Kyle, Carlo, Joby, Abby, John James, and Kisha did not experience the things we had with Lolo and Lola. And we will know them as we had when we were younger. They were a tag team, Lolo Memong and Lola Rita. Lola would always compliment Lola. Lola always compliments Lola. Whatever Lola lacked, Lolo provided. In behalf of the much older generation of apos, I would like to share to the younger ones and to everyone who are here what our Lolo was like. Lolo was our driver and our bodyguard. During our elementary years, he made sure that we were comfortable. Even when we were cramped up inside a tiny Volkswagen, he made sure that Even when we were cramped up inside a tiny Volkswagen, he made sure that all of his apos would safely arrive in school and back home. Lolo and Lola always brought puso and barbecue, like Awi just said, after school for all of us. They took money out of their own pockets to feed us because they know it will take a while for us to reach Sapa-Sapa and we would be hungry. Okay, traffic man good sa may subang dako. Hear me? While Lola was strict and very pihik, Lolo was the provider, quote, in quotes, provider. When we would want to watch a movie at Mandaue Cinema with Nanang Aning or Nanang Matea, we would sneak inside the kitchen of Lola's store, marriage before. I remember Ate May would check who was watching over the store. If si Lola gani, that means we get snacks, pero lista. But if it was Lolo, free for all. I remember we'd bring 1 jug each and open 2 or 3 bottles of litro for our drinks. Chippy, tortillos, mani, you can have all those basta si Lolo lang ang tigbantay. But if it is Lola, pwede gyapon pero lista. Lolo was the quiet one, but he was also funny and groovy, and he would play pranks. He would always play pranks on us. He was compassionate and he was a giver. There were a lot of memories and good things of how my Lolo was that I can share with you. And 5 minutes or 2 hours is not even enough. And I am sure that my other cousins also have their own experiences to share with you. So with this tribute to Lolo Mimong, allow us to pay homage to someone who was so dear to us. Lolo Mimong, thank you so much for giving us our parents. We cannot thank you enough, no.